can't clap.
Don't you wish, like, you could go to work every day and somebody would just, like, applaud for you?
It'd be very nice. I do. I have my own red carpet at work and everything.
Yeah. It's like The View. Everybody, hey, everybody. We went, oh, my God, it's you. Well, hello.
We started?
We're started. Episode number 3. 3.
Once, twice, 3 times a lady.
Fiber Hustle.
Fiber Hustle.
Welcome back. I like to sew and talk about it.
I like to knit, crochet, and talk about it.
And you like to watch.
Yes, you do. Thank you for watching.
Uh-huh. So, let's get right into it. We got some big thank yous to talk about.
We do. We have some thank yous. It's our 3rd episode, like we said. And we've had some people reach out, which are very nice to us. People have been commenting, great, all that good stuff. But Will from the Budget Knitter actually kind of gave us an introduction to his last podcast.
Very generous of him.
Very nice of him. He told his viewers what our podcast was about and all that good stuff.
Actually, he had a very succinct explanation. Like,
it was.
We'll leave a link and you can watch him talk about us.
Yes, so look for the Budget Knitter on YouTube.
So, wait. So, and also, isn't this carrots?
Chip calls Will carrots because the last episode we watched, he said something about eating healthy. Either he likes carrots or going to eat carrots.
So I just, like, if I there's something that sticks out about people, and it's just like immediately, you know, I flash a nickname for him, so now he is carrots.
So Will is now carrots to us. Also, he sat in the corner during his podcast.
Will, carrots, get out of the corner.
Nobody puts Will in the corner or carrots in the corner. Which is very nice of him, super sweet.
No, that was very nice.
He has a good channel anyways. He does some reviews, does some talking about some... He did a yarn review, which is really good. He talks about needles, talks about what he's doing, all that good stuff.
And his animal, his dog.
His little dog. I think he has 2, though. But
I've only seen 1.
I think I've seen... I don't forget. And Rebecca from Mean Girls Knit Podcast and Stephanie. But Rebecca gave us a little shout on Instagram saying, if you're not watching Fiber Hustle, what are you doing with your life?
The Mean Girls.
That's what I thought. Yeah, the Mean Girls Knit Podcast. They're not that mean when you watch them.
No.
I don't think they're mean at all. So, and they're from the Pacific Northwest, which is our area. I think they're somewhere... I want to say Bremerton, but I don't know if that's true. I could have made that up just to be cool.
Mean Girls, where are you?
Maybe we'll run into them. But Rebecca, thank you very much. No more shout-outs except for the people...
No.
Nope,
There was one...
All right. So one of our favorite comments that was left on YouTube was from John Boy, New York.
So I'm at work, and it's been a very busy work week for me, and I do not look at my phone. Like, he could be in an emergency, and I would never
That's
know.
Why you're not my personal contact.
Yeah. So I get a message. It says this, and a screen print of
John Boy NY is saying, wanted a twisted skein. What skein? Wanted a twisted skein, huh? Come on, Fiber Hustle. Let's get sickening.
Okay.
To my death drop. And then I'll break a leg. He also mentioned that every time he looks for his Malabrigo ochre, he will think of Laganja and hopefully us.
And hopefully us.
And hopefully us.
But again, that was an LOL if I
ever
did
made me
see
chuckle. I read it at work as well, and I chuckled out loud, and it made me happy. It made my heart happy. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so what are you making, Aaron?
What am I making?
No, I'm sorry. You made that.
Yeah, you made that. But
hello.
Can I give up my you made that real quick so we can talk about this awesome piece behind me? I'd rather start with you.
Okay, so you know what? I made this. I have been waiting to reveal it, and I finally have my first completed quilt all the way done. I was busy up until last night, and I couldn't be more pleased with it. There was a lot I learned from it. It is it's a paper piecing pattern from Amy Garrow. It's 9-inch blocks, and it is 6 by 8 of them. So it's like what, 57 by 72, something like that. But I am very excited that it is completed.
I am very proud of you. I think it's awesome. I love it. And for your first time, I don't think it looks like a first time at all.
No, so like I have never done any kind of meandering quilting before. I mean, the only thing I ever knew of quilting was, oh, it's a block and they sewed it together. I thought that was quilting. No, quilting is the stuff that's on Charmin toilet paper and it's all throughout it. I learned how to meander, so you might not be able to see it, but all the white is meander quilted, and then each of the dark, I did like just a key, and I tried not to go crazy with it, but I wanted to give enough that the darker sections would pop because of the white detail. The binding was probably my least favorite part, and I learned a lot from that too. I was actually pretty ambitious for my first quilting project that I have a 3-color or a tricolor binding. So I just wanted to make sure, like at the top section, it had a white border, and on the red side, it had a red border. So I did good.
You did very good.
I'm very proud of myself.
I was worried about quilts because I'm not a huge quilt fan. But when I think of quilts, I think of
your grandmother.
Nothing against grandma's quilts or anything like that. I think of a country kitchen quilt, and that's great for other people, but it's just not. When I look at it, something I want to be like, yeah, that's awesome. And
now there are some that are like very floral, that like in the right moment, in the right light, on the right day, that's my jam.
That's when you're in a cabin in the woods. You're like,
yeah,
ooh.
it's like certain things look good in other people's homes, but then when you try to bring it into your house, you're like, oh hell no.
It's like kids. You want them at other people's house.
Exactly like kids.
Just kidding. Kids.
So I'm sorry, it's got to be all about me, but I also made the shirts on our backs. I made both of them, not this week, of course, but you asked for a denim shirt, and
I did.
This was actually a simplicity pattern, which is somewhere. No.
We'll just continue looking at the shirt.
Here it is. It is a simplicity pattern, and what I liked about this pattern, it was so easy, and it was like it's not like the most form-fitting that I've worked with. Their directions are really clear, but it's not loose. There's another pattern that maybe I'll talk about in the future that she's from pretty much my hometown in Florida, but like you could tell her husband is a bigger dude because she makes all of her patterns for bigger dudes. So
what are you trying to say?
Well, they're blousey and maybe a little bit 80s or 90s in style.
I thought you were saying you were getting them because we're bigger dudes.
No, this is not that pattern. This is simplicity.
Okay, good.
So, yeah, so Erin's has the more cowboy, and mine is more like this one with the go to work shirt. His is go to the bar.
Which I love. This is a little, not saying a mistake.
I think
I was playing...
No. I really think it started when I was making it. I think somehow I scarred the fabric as like one of the last steps. And denim, like this chambray, the hardest thing about working for it is as soon as you make a mark in it, like a needle mark,
it's there.
It scars. It's not like a regular heavy denim that like it'll recover. Okay. This does not. So unfortunately, maybe what we should do is just like shred the hell out of it and just make it even more distressed.
Okay. Yeah, I wore it in my last show, so that's why I thought maybe my guitar did it or something.
No, but I'll take you. You can surely have the blame.
I don't know how much shredding we want to do. I mean,
no, I mean like I'll make you another one, but
yeah.
But I really like making these shirts.
I wear them. I love them.
Like just before the holidays, I was doing an assembly line and I made like 5 of them. So, but they were all different flannels, and
snaps make me happy.
I want to make sure that it's like something that I just couldn't buy off the shelf. Like, unfortunately, you can go to Old Navy and just like pay nothing for a shirt like these, and it's like people don't realize how much work goes into them. But I mean, they say it'll take me, if I was just doing one shirt start to finish, it could take me maybe a day and a half to make. if I really knew what I was doing, it would probably be finished in like 2 to 4 hours.
You, though, hate mistakes and
Oh,
are
no.
perfectionist. I am like, meh.
We'll get
And
into
you're like,
that. We'll get into that.
Now, are you going to put your name on... your name's not anywhere or
Okay,
a signature or what?
I didn't have tags when I originally made these, and so like I've got cute tags, like the ones that I put in the
I don't know if you're like
the project
put your
bags.
initials or...
Yeah, I don't know if I'm there yet, but like on this sucker, like my mind was so focused on getting the binding done that I actually skipped that crucial spot or that moment. So I'm gonna probably with fabric pen, a fabric pen, just write the information.
Awesome sauce.
So I can.
I'm very proud of you.
Make
It's
it
a great
immortal.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's I made it.
Okay. You made that for me?
You made that?
I been very busy, and it's been a week of frogging. I've started many things. I haven't finished many things, but I did have time to make a few Mercer muffs, which
What
are
is
going to go.
frogging?
Frogging is when you
I don't
just
even
start.
want to know.
It's nothing rude. It's when you start to make something and you screw up or you just don't like it. You rip it. So that's why I call it frogging. Just kidding. So I made some Mercer muffs, of course. So these are all made out of, this one is Red Heart Treasure in the Mosaic colorway, which is right here, which I think it's kind of cool. This is also...
Oh, wait. That's my favorite color. That green?
That green? It is green. It looks a little bit more greener in the camera. This one is watercolors, which is nice. And again, they're just little things you can throw around you when you're on the go. Get out there.
You know what? Okay, so I like that because it's not bulky, and it relaxes. It looks comfortable.
It is. And you can just throw it in your pocket, whatever. And this is Red Heart's Melody in stained glass. So this one's a little bit larger, so it kind of hangs down a little
What stained glass? Is that the...
It's the colorway.
Oh.
So it's Red Heart, but it's their... it's called Melody, is basically their yarn choice, and then the stained glass colorway.
Did you watch?
No, I haven't
these?
washed blocked anything. I usually don't do that for the muffs, but...
Wait a minute. Wait. What were we just listening to? Somebody blocked something and it snapped?
Yeah, we were watching somebody's podcast. There was a gentleman, and he said he was blocking it, and he heard a psht, and like I think he blocked it too tight, and it snapped.
He
And
likes
I
a
don't
tight
remember
block.
his name, but we watched 2 of his episodes last night, and I feel terrible. I don't remember his name. He's got hair that goes to the side and glasses.
And he lives with a husband.
Yeah, so narrow that down.
And he's a nurse in a psychiatric hospital.
That could be. I just realized that, except for us, and a few others, majority of the podcast are men who do knitting and crochet seem to work in health or nursing or something.
What is going on, guys?
Oh, you need something to relax you after putting up with that stuff all day. Oh, so I have one more. You made that, but I had something made for me,
Oh.
which I would like to show. I have a friend who I made a cabled scarf for probably around October or November, who lives in Alaska. He lives in the native village of Port Graham, Alaska. Alexa, how many people live in Port Graham, Alaska?
The population of Port Graham is about 171.
Wow.
That's everybody knows your business.
That is tiny.
I know, but you have to like fly to like Homer, then take a boat or a little plane to get there. It's like, I don't get it.
So wait a minute. So the guy who pumps your gas is also the mayor, who's also the...
I am assuming so, but I don't know if they have. I don't even know if they have a gas station, because I know the mail comes. I think every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But he, maybe I'll put in a couple pictures of him. He sent me a picture of him walking to work a couple weeks ago. A picture last night of 8 o'clock outside his window. That the sun was like, bam.
Was he born
still
there?
Out. I don't know. I met him here. I don't know where he's born. Anyways, his friend Bobby Sue, because I'm a cat person. We have a cat. I'm kind of addicted to my cat.
He's over there sleeping.
He's sleeping. Bobby Sue made me like a meow set.
Meow.
And it's a scarf that's a tail
That's
and
awesome.
a button. And if I can put it on. And I think my friend Daryl is actually the person who picked the button to get it just right. But this is...
Why isn't it...
Yeah, I think it looks like it's crocheted, and I think it's adorable.
It's a very Asian look.
I don't know what it is, but it's awesome. So yeah, I will totally rock this, and I love how the ears actually kind of.
It's
like,
Comic-Con? Yeah, it's very Comic-Con.
It's very Alaska Comic-Con.
Alaska.
It's a new thing.
Comic-Con.
It's starting. It's a trend.
There you go.
It's going to be hot.
No, I love it.
So thank you, Bobby Sue, and thank you, Daryl. And I need to get up there and visit sometime, but I mean, I guess if you're going to unplug, that's the perfect place to do it.
That would be the place to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they don't have a Joann's or anything, so I don't know.
No,
I don't know how they
imagine?
get their yarn. I mean, you order it offline, but before like Amazon and stuff, how did you live?
Okay, you know what?
He goes Christmas shopping in Homer, so he has to leave his village to. But it's awesome.
No. I'm just thinking like it's 5:00. No, later. It's 10:00 at night. You're thinking it's Friday night and I want some freaking froyo. There's no going down the road to froyo at 10:00 there.
But in summertime, it's still light at 10 o'clock, at 11 o'clock, and 12 o'clock. But yeah, I don't think there's.
And you're froyo less.
I think they live off the land, I'm pretty sure. More details to come, maybe. But
All right.
anyways, thank you very much for my...
Ay.
We're not doing that again after last week.
Well, on that note, I was when that came in, I totally had a flashback about like the thank yous. So I mean, you want to finish you made that first,
Yeah.
and then I could talk about that.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
I finished my love-hate cowl. This is the Getting Warmer cowl that I made for the Sweet Tea No Shade, is a podcast of two guys who live in Minnesota. They had a cow, so it's a COWLKAL knit along, or is it the other way around? One or the other. But I made this, and it's made out of super chunky yarn. I think it's Michael's in the charcoal color. And I made it, I hated it, I liked it, and I hated it again. And then I started to rip it apart, and I got some green out of my stash, which I can't even tell you what it is because it's in my stash, just kind of a half cake. And I put some green at the top. Now I wish I would have ripped it all back and done green, gray. And I don't think I'm ever going to wear it.
Wait, is
But
this
it's
the
kinda
one that
cool.
you were
Yes,
you were yelling at me
Well,
because I wanted to try it on and you were losing stitches?
Yes, try it on now.
Okay.
I think I'm too big in the shoulders. But it looks like armor.
It does. I look like a. Wait, no. I feel no. Look, I look like a turd. No, wait.
So this is it.
No, it's kind of like
I wish it would have had a.
I feel very.
If you do this with your glasses, you can be like, "Hey guys."
I feel like this is very churchy. Like I would wear this to church.
Like Miss.
No,
Smith
no. Okay, remember? I think it was Project Runway. Who does the denim in Hawaii?
Keeney.
Keeney. Remember that black raven coat in denim that was black denim?
Oh, yeah,
it was
yeah,
that
yeah,
raven
yeah.
thing. Like it was very like that. I mean, like that's what it's reminding me of.
And he has a big scarlet letter right here or something.
I don't know, but it's very churchy.
Well, it is yours. Congratulations.
No, I mean,
My first giveaway, you win. I do like the green and gray together, but I wish I would have.
or it's
done
like a
more than that.
mushroom.
You can cover your mouth.
It's like a mushroom. I
Yeah.
mean,
So I'm gonna.
it's
I
very
think I'm gonna
light.
submit it for
I'm
the
surprised
knit
how
along, but
light
yeah,
it
it
is.
is light. It is nice too.
But where do you wear this? I mean,
You wear it during podcasts.
are you at the copy machine at work and people are just like, "What is that?"
I used to be that guy, but now I'm a little bit more conservative.
I mean,
When I saw it's called Getting Warmer, free pad on Ravelry. When I saw it in the picture, I was like, "That's awesome." still awesome when I see people in the, like, you can say, who made this? And it shows a picture of them wearing it. It looks really good, but it's 100% female.
Okay, no. So here's
I
the
think
thing.
it's supposed to be not for smaller people, not my size.
This is designed. Okay, this is not what I would say is a typical male garment.
And that's why I think I should have gone weird with it.
Okay, so now
over
that
the top.
said, even if this was a garment that is traditionally made for women, whatever caveat, whatever gender stereotype that you want to throw down on this,
I'm not getting into that conversation.
but whoever the designer is that would make this is for a woman hates women because she could never reach. I mean, it's only to shackle her down because she can't go and reach anything. It's no different than those freaking pencil skirts that that the women have stilettos that are this high and these skirts that they can't walk. I mean, don't you love we've all seen them. Those girls that are painted up at night and they're on some biff looking guy and they're going to a club and they can freaking barely walk.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, it doesn't make sense. And so this is for a designer who hates women because she cannot help herself. She can only be a robot.
Nothing wrong with the pattern again.
It's-
So the
you
person
tried.
who made the pattern, we're not mad at them.
It's just it's just not, it's not practical.
Maybe I just made it incorrectly. No, I didn't. Whatever.
I mean, it's different. No,
I made it. It's finished.
Is this
It's
avant-garde?
I think it is.
I mean, like,
I should put like a strip of lights here.
Lights.
Like little lights.
No, do you know what it is? You want to go in and ask your boss for a raise. You come in looking like this. You're very sure of yourself. You're going to get that raise.
I think I work from home tomorrow, but I'll try it Tuesday.
Oh, wait.
This is it.
What-
This is it.
Look at, no.
It could be a headdress.
No.
Or it can be a skirt for a small child.
That is hey, you didn't know that you could do that. That totally would work.
Do I have any friends
like
that
a little
have
girl?
kids that are like 4?
No, and like you could,
Suspenders?
yeah, and then you like have little, like applique daisies that will be buttons. That would totally be cute.
I'm going to submit it for the cow and for the skirt knit along that someone has to be happy.
Okay, so that's what the designer said. You know what? I'm a little bored this week, and what if I took some little girl's skirt and told these women, oh, you want to wear that around your neck?
Or little boys. It's
Or little
2018. Do whatever
Wow.
you want.
That was adventurous.
That was an adventure in a road that we went down. All right, Chip.
Well, okay, so I wanted to talk about the, and thank you for sharing. Thank you, that was great. I wanted to talk about the thank yous. Like, so you got the meow meow and the,
Yeah, I got my
like,
kid.
you got a gift.
I got my.
Yeah. So, like, how often do we get these handmade gifts and, like, actually hang on to them? And it's like, you can't, and it's like you actually enjoy them. You may not use them every day, but it's like, that made me think of my own gifts that I've received.
Mm-hmm.
Not the gifts that I've made for myself to myself, but gifts that others have made me, and, like, how long that we actually hang on to them. So, like, when she, what's her name?
Bobby Sue?
Bobby Sue. When she was making that, like she has her own little story and her own connection with that piece or those pieces, and it's like we all do. We're what we're going through in our lives, and just there's a story that goes by, and like how you actually want to make for others, and not everybody's gonna love it. Not everybody's gonna receive it in
True.
in the same way that you're wanting to give it, but sometimes things do click and work. So for me, it made me think of like when my mom made me this. She called it her stained glass quilt. Maybe you can grab part of it.
Yes.
But it's very. Hold it behind you. So it's very. Make it straight.
Well,
down. There you go.
oh my gosh. Rudeness.
All right, so I just love it because this is something that you pull out every now and then, and it's a lap.
There's a lot of shiny in there.
It's very shiny, and that's why I think she was purposely going for like a stained glass look, and it's amazing. Like I know that she made this somewhere between 2000 and 2005. That was kind of the height of her quilt making, and I'm gonna actually have to ask her when she did make it because she never signed it. Oh. And that's kind of like what made me think is when you're giving these things, you don't know how long somebody's actually going to hang on to it, and these are going to hang on a lot longer than we will, hopefully. And
it's morbid.
Yeah, no, but it's true. I mean, like, she had her own story when she was making this and what she was feeling. I know she was probably watching Charmed or Buffy, because that's what she liked to watch when she's sewing. And then I have my own history with it. So, like, I know that for a long time, you know, I never wanted to ruin it, so I didn't like or wear it out. So, like, but I've held on to it, and every now and then I bring it out.
Nice.
And it's just, you know, it's like they live across the country, and it's something to remember them by.
I have nothing like that, I don't think.
You don't have anything?
I don't think so. Like, so if my family members watching, they're probably like, well, you have the blah, blah, that, yeah. And I'm like, oh, I don't remember that, so I feel bad.
Well,
I don't want, like, if a family member watches this thinking he didn't mention my knife.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever made me a knife. It's the first thing that came to mind.
Okay. So she didn't sign that, and it's like, I almost feel like I wish that, because my mother has beautiful handwriting, and I wish that she had signed this. Mm-hmm. So, but then my grandmother also, so my mom was more quilt. She loves numbers and geometry, and like that was more her cup of tea. My grandmother was more into the making clothes for herself. Mm-hmm. Now, honey,
it's colorful.
So one year for Christmas, my grandmother made everybody something except for me. And she got me a shirt, and she looks at me and she goes, well, I didn't think that you would want something homemade, and so I got you this shirt. I felt this big. It was like she took the time to make everybody else something except for me. And years later, I found out the truth that she just ran out of time. Like, that I can buy. But it was like, I felt so crappy that, you know, she would love to go to all that effort for somebody else, but not me. So, later, not that Christmas, but later that summer following, she gave me this, and it's funny, because this one is signed, and it's on one of the corners.
There it is.
Oh, you found it? Yeah. Okay, so here, let's do this. So you can pull it out. It's called an Amish rainbow. And honey, if she had only known. It's like, what was she? We're like, you're a witch. Like, I'm 18 years old and she's giving me a rainbow quilt.
Granny knew.
Mama
knew.
Yeah.
You can't hide with you.
But she did sign it, and I love that it's dated, 1991, and love Mama. Like, when she passed away, I got 2 pictures. They were Blue Boy and Pinky. So it was a set. It was they're copies of famous portraits. It's called Blue Boy and Pinky. And I got her damn cat named Pinky, who was the miserable, like, talk about all the time, miserable cat. She got a little, like, I only had her for another year before she passed, and I was bawling when I had to put her down. I hated that cat. So I got Blue Boy and Pinky, Pinky the cat, and this that
And you
remind
still
me.
have the quilt.
And I still have, but that's what I'm talking about. Is like those. These are the stories that we have.
Yeah.
That these mementos of the people that are in our lives that have touched us, and like I have my story of my quilt, and someday, you know, somebody else will have a story that because I gave them something, and maybe that means that they loved me too.
Aww.
So
That's
I love
sweet.
it. So
That's cool.
I need to sign that and
Well, I'm going to have to make Bobby
Keep
Sue
hustling.
something so she can have a story.
yeah.
I'll send her a muff.
So I'm like, do you guys have stories that like attachments that go? It's not just the object that you make, but it's also there's a lot more that gets put into it.
Yeah, even the process. I mean, I made my sister a blanket a couple years ago that took me three was it last year? Maybe 3 months. But she loves it. It's just the process of
her Afghan.
her Afghan. It's a gorgeous Afghan. But yeah, that took me forever. But I have stories. Like I wrote her.
No, so go ahead.
I made the Afghan, but I wrote everything I was doing in the times that I did it for like 3 months. I was like watching Game of Thrones from this time to this time.
Where did you put it?
I sent it to her.
Like in a card.
Just I think it was an envelope and there was stuff in there. But it's like I was doing this. Here's the temperature outside. That's that kind of stuff.
So
And she
you
was-
actually had a little log of what
yeah,
was
I
going
had
on
a
in your
log
life.
of what I did. So when she got it, so she see how much time it took to make things. And two, just to be nice whenever she thinks about it or finds that note, because my sister keeps everything from me.
That's a
Not
really
from me. Well, from me.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, I know.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
So part of the story of her comforter was the Christmas before 2 years ago.
My sister?
Your sister. Have you guys seen that commercial?
It's old commercial. It's just the Match.com.
Match.com.
My sister?
My sister. Oh, we hate it.
2 years ago.
Yeah. So anyway, so 2 years ago, your sister, and your mom and dad all chipped in to get me a serger.
Yes.
This one likes to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I'm still like a 4-year-old.
At Christmas morning, and
It's time to open gifts.
time to open the gifts. His sister is 3 hours ahead of us in Ohio. So, of course, she's going to be on the phone when we're opening gifts.
He wanted to take a break during gift opening. Who takes a break during gift opening?
Did I?
Yeah. You're like, oh, we ordered like 3 things. Just take a break and call your family.
No, because I want to stretch it out. Because when things are still wrapped, it could be anything under there.
No, but there's no reason to take a break at Christmas.
Okay, I digress.
Anyway.
So we've got her on speakerphone, and she goes, "Did you open your serger yet?"
No, she goes, Chip, I hope you know that some of the money I sent Aaron or something is going for your serger, which we hadn't opened yet.
It was my big gift, and she blurted it out. So now that is a tradition. Every other year, we spoil each other's Christmas gift.
Yeah.
So last year, when she got the Afghan, I on the phone said, "Did you get your Afghan yet?"
I think it was something like that, or something got spoiled and ruined. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, hopefully that's part of the, it's woven into the fabric of that gift.
True.
Like this
Very
the story
true.
that goes with it.
Very true.
Okay, so what's next?
Probably had to have it.
No, it's what are you making?
What am I making? I'm sorry, I screwed up again.
You always want to do that.
I know, because I got to show you all my stuff. Okay, so I'm only making one thing right now because I've been really busy with just stuff. I am making a pair of gloves. They are lamb mittens by Veronica Is it Joby? Jobe or Job?
We'll go with Job.
We'll go with Job. And it looks like it's from Tolt Yarn and Wool, which I think is a place actually in Carnation. I will put the pattern under here to show you what it's actually supposed to look like. So, I finished it. No, I didn't finish it. I finished all but the thumbs. I am having a problem getting these thumbs because this is my second time knitting gloves ever. And if you remember my first episode, I was doing these pair of gloves and the first time using Magic Loop. It was a pattern from Rib magazine. I have all 3 of them. This was this was the second edition. And I'm just going to show you a picture. It's a pay pattern. I'm just going to show you the picture of the inside of this. So I just realized when I knitted these gloves, and I mentioned on the first podcast that I must be doing something wrong, and I am. Because when I was doing these, I was like, this looks nothing like the pattern. And then for some reason I went in like this. I've been knitting everything inside out.
What?
So
What do you mean? What do you mean inside out?
So the first Rib Magazine pair, let me show you what I did. And
I remember you
when
saying
I turn it inside out, is actually kind of looks like the pattern that is actually in the magazine. So I did these the whole way through, and then they looked like this, which you probably can't see, whatever. But then I turned them inside out, and now they look like what the picture in the pattern says.
So wait a minute. Is this like one of those magic patterns that at the very last second, poof, it's like amazing?
Not for Aaron.
Well, no, it's like the surprise in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. But so basically I'm knitting things inside out. I went to an article real quick and it says beginners tend to do this, but I didn't read the rest of it. I will eventually. So anyways, got the thumbs, starting the thumbs. It says I have 14 stitches. It's a free pattern, so like I said, it has 14 stitches in the thumb. It says add 2 more, then do a stockinette stitch. And I tried it. It looked weird. I'm trying it a few other ways. It looks weird. I need just a whole lesson on how to do thumbs. But technically, the pattern is almost finished. If I put it on, it looks like this. They're free. That way, when I go collect our lambs, I can just pick them up and all that good stuff.
Why do you want your fingers showing? It's cold.
With these days of technology and always on the go and needing to be places, you can still use your phone and all that.
Oh my God, unplug.
But
if it's cold, you don't need to be...
I know, but wait, look. Oh, it's too chilly outside. Then you just...
Oh my God, puppet animals or whatever.
you can make
hand puppets.
You can make a hand puppet of it. But anyways, I like it. It feels good. By the way, I made this out of the Naturally Nazareth worsted weight yarn. It's 100% domestic merino wool blend, and it's the midnight blue colorway. And as you can see, I got it on clearance. I think it's at Ben Franklin. We got that from. Never pass up a clearance deal.
Well, Ben Franklin's pricey, I think.
They do feel like they would be itchy.
No,
they
Ben
are not
Franklin
itchy.
is pricey.
Yeah, I was skipping past that part because everything's pricey these days. We're so used to starting at Joann's that everything else is pricey. The first time I walked into my local yarn store, I almost pooped myself. But then you realize where the work comes from, hand-dyed, wool, alpaca, cashmere, all that good stuff. So it took me a while to get over that fact. I'm like, they don't take coupons here. I'm not shopping here. But then it's just, and you're supporting the local community, not a big franchise.
No, but the big box stores, like Ben Franklin is a big box store, and I just think they're pretty pricey because they traditionally don't have more of the boutique supplies.
Yeah.
So like when you go into your local yarn store, or I would go into my local fabric store, I would expect more boutique things that are not in this huge mass production. The price is going to go up.
That makes sense.
But it's more, it's more quality. But like Ben Franklin and some of your other big box stores, like you have to watch the coupons.
True. It's true. But yeah, I'm trying these gloves. Eventually, I'll finish the thumb. I don't know what. So that is what I'm making.
That's it?
That's it. I've been...
Where's my...
I'm still working on Chip's shawl. It's a very slow. I told you, it's a very slow process. I'll have it done within a month. I'm almost finished with the second skein.
Boo.
Whatever. All right, your turn.
I have what are you making? Because you know what? I already done made it. I cannot. I know.
I look at my stuff. I'm like, here, guys. Here's a Mercer muff, and you're like, oh well, here's the 16 chapel that I just built in 2 weeks.
Just saying.
I'm like, okay, here's another hat, gang.
Did you contribute?
Yes. I made dinner a few times.
Well, Okay, so I got nothing on my plate, which means I finally get to work on my next project. But I will get to that. But first, what'd you have to have?
I did my first order from Knit Picks. I ordered they had I think it's 20% off sock weight yarn. I really haven't dug through this yet because it came and I opened it and I got busy. And this was 2 weeks ago. St. Patrick's Day, I think they had a 20% off code. And some of this was on sale anyways.
From Knit Picks?
From Knit Picks. My first online order ever. I'm satisfied.
Hey, Carrots, isn't that one of your favorites? I saw it on the corner of your bookshelf. You got all those Knit Picks yarns.
It does have a lot of Knit Picks. And we're not going to go through everything, but here's some of the stuff that I got. Now, in my head, this is a lot. I have the Marled Mania sweater. But again, I still have to make my flax sweater.
Oh my God! Did you just keep adding to
no,
cart?
I kept adding the cart.
Add to cart. So slow down, take it easy.
Here's our sock weight yarn. I don't have any sock weight yarn really.
This is fun. This is like
so confetti. I can either make socks out of them. I can either take 2 strands and make a shawl. Yeah, just a shawl. Or speaking of socks, I wear a size 12 to 13 shoe. So if I ever have to make socks, I think I have to use 2 skeins instead of 1.
What?
Because most of them give you like enough for like 2 average size feet.
What is an average?
10 inches? Foot wise?
In America.
I think so, yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know. I just feel like everybody's like, I can't find patterns.
So
for
this
big
is
feet. So I need a sock pattern for big feet that is simple. Very simple. And then I also have to get 2 things. But yeah, so I got all this.
This is like the den of iniquity.
just to kind of play with. One thing that I kind of shook my head at when the colors came, I like all the colors, but the colors really didn't match what was on the website. And I don't know if it's my eyes or the pictures that they took aren't necessarily...
What? Okay, so whoa. So there are...
Some of them look darker, some of them look lighter.
But
like some of the purples looked more purple or not as purple.
Do they have reviews?
They have reviews and stars, which I really didn't... When I ordered, I kind of was like, oh...
Add a cart.
Yeah. Because I haven't bought anything for a while, and it was my first time, so it's kind of like... But I knew I had kind of... That's not part of it. Kind of a thing. Like, if I did the Marled Mania sweater, I wanted kind of like a darker color to start at the top. Then, as if we get further down, start adding more of the party. But I really love this one. This one is Goose Hollow, and I think it's kind of gorgeous. It's like a purple and blues together.
Mm-hmm.
So,
this
I'm
would
really
go with
into
it.
it. Which one's that?
Ashland
Tonal. Those 2 can go together. So I mean that could even be a shawl. And I'm totally into this color for some reason these days.
Another yellow?
Yeah, this is another yellow. The other one was Canary Yellow from I forget where that was from, and this one's a Compass Kettle Dye. That's what it's called. But yeah, so this is my Knit Picks haul. I mean, I can tell you all the ones that are here, but I think you just...
Well, wait. So did you have a plan for these?
No, like I said...
Or is this a sweater?
I did kind of have a plan for the sweater. Like I said, I want like a darker on top, 2 of these, then eventually kind of goes into more crazier
colors. Oh, no. Why don't
colors.
you color near your face? Slim down the dark. Oh.
Okay. I should find that knife.
The handmade one?
So, I could do that, but I just want the face to be slim. The moneymaker.
Okay, so it could either be...
It could be anything. We could even make it... You could do anything.
No, wait. So it's possibly a sweater.
Yes.
Now, are we talking... So...
Like the Stephen West Marled Mania sweater.
Do it!
I know, but
Aaron,
I think that's too ambitious for my first sweater. I'm not sure yet. So
that's why I wanted
to start with the flax sweater first.
Oh my God! Ambitious.
Okay. Well, and also, I talked to a lady. I met her at Vogue's Live Knitting Seattle, whatever it is. And we were talking about making your first sweater and stuff like that. She was super nice. She worked at one of the West Seattle yarn stores. And she goes, maybe don't start with something with really small fingering weight yarn because it's going to take you a very long time for your first one. And if you only get halfway through, you're going to get kind of angry and at yourself when you can make something a chunkier or worsted weight and finish it and get that satisfaction and say, oh, I'll make it
but
again.
You're not a brand new knitter.
No, well, to sweater knitting and stuff, or cardigans, or...
I think you would finish that. Because if you can finish...
If I can't finish
your Afghan, my Afghan, your sister's Afghan, my...
Those are all chunky
my
things. I get it.
shawl,
I haven't finished your shawl yet. That's why I'm...
No, but you are still working on it.
True.
So, do the friggin' sweater.
Okay. We're going to see what happens. But yeah, this is my knit picks haul.
All right.
Yeah. This one's interesting too, though.
I do like that one.
It's
a
like
teal.
A teal, and this one is Abernathy. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's a place, a verb, a noun, words. So
I really liked how the. So I think it's showing up more.
And these two can go together as well.
Baby blue or sky blue, but it's actually kind of a tealish green.
This one's Alberta and Springfield, and it looks like they used the same Springfield in the Alberta. So
can we just say the same issue that we're having with representing color on a digital device? So that's the thing, is like light changes throughout the day. So your morning light is going to be different than your afternoon, than your evening. So representing that color then from device to device.
Yeah.
Then from someone's camera, depending on if they have the white balance, cranked up high. So like I know that our objective here was not to say, hey, these are the exact colors. We didn't go to that extent for you folks. So, but I would think that an online retailer, it is more their responsibility to do that, to in all good faith say this is the truest color that representation that we can afford you. Now, even if they did the best that they could, your screen, like if you're working off of a laptop monitor, and even if that just moves, that is going to change. It's like being around a TV, and the colors look different from the side than they do straight on.
Yeah, but it's nice that you said that, because like when I watch even our podcast or people, they're like, this is coming out a little bit more gray or purple than whatever. I guess that makes sense. So if you order something online, your true eyes can't see it. And so it might be a little
I wish we could see fluorescence. Like, we don't get all of the colors that are actually, and all the rays of light.
They'll probably make some glasses some days.
The waves. I want more, like...
You want to see people's auras?
I want to see people's auras. I think that'd be awesome. But I also received a piece of fabric last fall that I opened up it was off of Etsy, and I opened it up and it was like this antique-y, I just thought it was a fun fabric. I thought I was buying like this off-white, and it showed up like a robin's egg blue, and I was like, oh, I think they got this the wrong order.
Yeah,
they picked the wrong item. I wrote back to her and she said, no, that's the correct item. That's exactly what it looks like in real life.
Oh, it was a fight.
I was so... And you know what? Etsy actually sided with her, because they said, we can't tell. I sent pictures, and like, you could tell side by side from my naked eye to like, I got the true representation, and they didn't side with me as the customer. I was kind of burnt on that one. But it was like, she just would not let go. She was just like, no, she was not wrong. And I was just like, it was hurtful.
It's over now.
But
it's a year.
I think
ago.
we're all aware of the color situation.
Yeah.
And you got to grin and bear it.
Yeah. But then again, I like going to my local yarn store and seeing them head on. And
I like a deal.
I love a deal. You have no idea how much I love it too. Coupons on top of clearance.
Coupon Connie.
Yes, pretty much.
Oh my God! Right now at Safeway, they're doing the Monopoly thing. he gets beady in the eyes, and like even if he does, he will avoid self checkout just so he can get the coupons.
Well, some of the people that wait on me, I'm kind of a regular at the Safeway. You should go sometime. Gave me a few more coupons than
Oh my God!
I needed.
Last time Monopoly was in full force, how many freaking donuts
We got a lot of free donuts.
came our way?
And we haven't bought aluminum foil for a very long time.
If you could get it, like all of the things that they're giving away, with like through your Monopoly coupons,
Yeah.
like those shelves are bare. People are really using that.
I use it all the time. It's free stuff. Even gravy mix. I don't even eat gravy. It's nasty.
I love gravy.
What have you? What do you got?
My had to have it.
What are your had to have it?
Okay, so I love had to add to cart.
Okay.
So it is. Went to Aunt Joanne's while she was having a sale. Oh, you can't see that. Let's do it this way.
Okay.
There we go. And so it is fat quarters. 5 different flavors. And so we're in navy blue. And then we have the jelly roll. And then we have the squares.
Okay. So the difference is
This is
these
5.
These I can totally see.
These are squares. So you've got
Squares.
so you've got little triangles, you've got some dots, you've got some wallpaper, you've got some, what do you call that? Paisley?
I like the paisley.
Paisley. You got the plus signs, you got like the little watermelons, bigger dots, leaves.
And this camera will die soon, so this will be the last take.
Oh my God. And then you've got they look like little scissors.
I think they look like little scissor flowers.
And then you've got more,
Paisley.
yeah, more paisley. So, and actually I've got 3 jelly rolls, and I've got, I think 1 more fat quarter that's coming. Not all of this, just.
So jelly roll just means longer instead of, like, does this fold out and this is longer strips?
Exactly. So this is width of 2.5 inches by width of fabric,
Long
which is
and thin.
42. Yes. And what's nice is that I'm hoping to make a very big blanket. And I want to go with something, like, obviously I like more modern.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I'm really excited. I already had some houndstooth in my stash. So I'm like, okay, we got navy blue houndstooth that'll go with it. And then I've got some, in my stash, I've got like a brownish beige, some light color, and then I have some more navy blue solids. So I think this is going to be gorgeous. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be gorgeous.
Could you make me a shirt out of this?
What are you doing?
Well, look, it's awesome. Could you make me a shirt?
You are like a mobile design wall.
But, I mean, where's...
No, actually, that's a very good idea.
I know.
No, but so with all of these,
Well, none of them are clashing.
you are such a child.
No, I just looked at it. I was like, this would be awesome up here as well. With a different...
Yeah, if there's leftover, I'll make it for you.
If there's leftover?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Now put them back the way you found them. No.
I was going to make sure you had leftovers.
No.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. So, and then we have a pattern for the back of the quilt. So, what's the thing? Patterns conceal, solids reveal. So when I'm doing quilting, it'll disappear into the pattern. Patterns conceal, solids reveal.
Sounds like an old wives' tale.
No, it's just how you remember things. So I'm very excited. This is going to be... I've got the one project ahead of this, and then I'm going to start on this. So right now, this is going to be my late spring project.
Nice. I'm excited because I love the colors.
Yeah.
And excited if you have leftovers because I want a new shirt.
Please.
I do. It's going to be awesome.
Okay. All right, so that is my had to have it. Let's talk about Me so purdy someday, and you...
Me knit purdy someday. Last
Yeah.
time we did me knit purdy someday, I mentioned the flax sweater, which I still want to do. I have not done that because I've been busy, and I'm going to be traveling for work this week. So there's nothing. So I think I'm going to try airport knitting and airplane knitting. It depends.
In Texas?
So I'm going to Texas, my first time there.
Is it really?
Yeah, I've been to the Dallas airport, but I never left it.
I have been to Houston.
I'm not going to say what cities I'm going to because
Oh.
TMZ and stuff like that. But I'm going to a few bigger cities, and I think I'm going to take this skein of Anzula Cricket DK and the colorway of charcoal, and I think I'm going to make a hat out of it, but I just don't know what hat pattern I want to start with this. Why am I doing a hat? Because I don't have to take tons of stitch markers, and it can fit in a little bag. If I started a sweater or something like that, it just doesn't sound like fun if I'm doing business and traveling and stuff.
Well, no, you can't be monkeying around.
Yeah. And I'm there for a reason. It's not to knit. I don't know. It'd be fun to.
Are you going?
knit
Wait.
someone out.
So, what is the lent thing? The post lent no buy except for?
I wasn't gonna buy any yarn unless I bought yarn out of state.
And here it is.
Until the end of May. So if I don't know, I don't think I'll have. Don't think I'll have any time to go to any Texas, Austin, or Houston yarn stores. But I wasn't going to buy any yarn. But then if I'm going to start this flax sweater, I need yarn. I guess I can go into my stash, but it would be a multicolored thing, which is not a bad thing. But I'm just debating how to do that. So eventually I'm going to start something. But for this thing, I'm going to try.
Have you Yelped any
of course
yarn stores?
I did, but they all close at like 5 or 6. And we're working probably till like 5 or so. It's a business trip.
So there's not really going to be the opportunity.
No. But I mean, but I just did some Yelping, and you never know what places are.
So
like.
you're gonna give it your best shot.
Yes.
You're gonna try to do that,
Mm-hmm.
and then.
So I think our next episode, I'm not going to have much to present unless I just magically bring things.
What
out.
else is new?
I know your quilt is awesome. You're pretty. I'm ugly. I'm stupid. You're smart.
Okay.
Well, what are you going to do next?
No,
Freaking
you know what?
Pretty someday.
You were talking about something about when you were learning.
Oh,
What was that? What was that?
I was okay. I'm a musician, all that good stuff, and I'm applying that kind of to my knitting as well.
That you are a musician.
Yes. So, like, even thinking about hats, I'm finding patterns and doing them and all that stuff, but I want to start creating my own stuff. So, like, when I started playing guitar, I would learn covers, and then eventually, a year or so later, you start writing your own music, and then eventually I just started writing nothing but my own music and not really playing covers. That's how I want to kind of do my knitting.
Wait,
color
which is
working and stuff,
interesting because you don't really read music. You're all by rote.
No, I can't read a note of music. It's all by ear and stuff.
So do you? It's like you're gonna design. You design.
No, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but like I want to do different colorways. I don't know if I want to do Fair Isle necessarily, but like one of my favorite bands is Guided by Voices. You don't have to look them up because you get it or you don't. A lot of people think it's garbage, but it's my favorite band in the world. But I want to make a Guided by Voices hat. So it says GBV, and has their like logo on the back. Mm-hmm. So I need to find a program or something, a program or something that can help me write it. Like if I type in, I'm going to do 96 stitches to cast on, and then for 10 rows, I'm going to have the G, the B. And
Alexa, who is GBV?
Co Limited, the business activities business based in Wesey, Yorkshire.
They don't know. Alexa, who is the band GBV?
Band V is the name of a radio frequency
That's not
range
it.
within the ultra
Alexa, stop. My favorite band. Anyway, so I want to do like something that's kind of Fair Isle or being.
Alexa, play GBV.
She's not going to do it.
I can't find songs by GBV.
Their real name's Guided by Voices, but people say GBV.
Okay, Alexa.
You can't do this because
play. Oh, you can't.
Monetized.
Alexa, who is guided by voices?
Music by Guided by Voices, right?
No. Well, yes, but no.
No. Let's move on.
Should I play Music by Guided by Voices?
No. Thank you. Back to me. Okay, so basically if I did that kind of stuff, I would have to learn how to do math. I know how to do math. But just like get the stitch counts right, get the letters and all in there. And also maybe start Fair Isle. I'm a continental knitter. And I've tried throwing before. It
You're a
really,
what knitter?
Continental.
Oh, okay.
Because since I started crocheting, I realized that continental was much easier. Then if I started to throw, then I can do 2 colors and like throw continental. Or since I can't do that yet, I'll probably have to do 2 strands or something. Just do, basically I want a color block. That's exactly what I'm saying. Color block, color work, whatever. And I want to do that kind of stuff. Even like sweaters down the road way. I want to put like a big kitty cat or something cool or...
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Something that you can't necessarily buy that you...
Yeah, I want to do more...
You invented.
Than like the most amazing cable sweater ever, which I love cable sweaters. So I'm gonna make one.
I love cable sweaters.
But I want to do stuff that you look at it and you go, that's weird, and that's probably why Erin is wearing it.
No, but okay, so as long as you're not going ugly.
Like my favorite sweater, I should have got my favorite sweater.
Oh my God, he loves ugly sweaters. Like 1990s sweaters that are like Bill Cosby Show had tons of them. But if it's ugly, he'll wear it. And I've actually tried oh God, here it comes. Oh.
This is one of my favorite sweaters.
Oh my God, that's hideous.
Of all time. And because I love it. I love it because I don't understand it.
And you know what's crazy? The color is coming through accurately.
I mean,
it's not the screen's fault. This is real.
This is some kind of band. It's just so amazing.
No.
From face to tummy.
Oh my God. That's a lot. It's too much look.
But this is the kind of stuff that I enjoy.
Why?
Because it brings smiles to everyone's face.
Yeah, they're embarrassed for you.
Rudeness. Okay, but yeah, I want to start not necessarily.
How many days
like
are you gone this week?
You're not. If I come back and this thing's gone,
it won't be gone. It'll just be in a ball. What do you call it? Unpick it.
Chip, what you so pretty someday.
Well, me so pretty someday. I'm going to be doing. I've already talked about it. I'm just excited to get to work on it. It's the Jelly Quilts. Is the Etsy shop, and it's
I love it. Can't wait for it.
Postcards from Sweden. I've already got all of the half square triangles, 1,500 of them. Already got it all cut out. So I'm going to be sewing them together. I'm so excited.
I'm excited for it. And it's going to be how big?
It is going to be larger than king size because some of us need blankets at night.
Well, you wrap yourself up like in a cocoon.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, ooh, what's up?
Yeah.
And then I try to pull it. You're like, what? Ugh.
Well,
so we need 2 king size.
36 colors.
So is this.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's very true. But this is intentional.
Okay.
You see all kinds of people say, oh, multicolored quilt, this is what comes up. They say, ugly sweater, that's what comes up.
I think it's a gift.
Okay, you know what else is a gift?
What?
Our departure.
Okay, it is a gift. Thank you again for tuning in.
This was episode 3, and I think we made it through.
This was episode 3, and we'll see you at episode 4 hopefully sometime.
All right, until next time, bye.
Bye. Put it on.
No. Get away from me.